It was around 10 a.m. in the morning. My phone buzzed. A notification from Facebook lit up the screen. Clara Martins posted a new photo. It read, "That's my mother-in-law." I opened the notification and the caption read, "Enjoying the Greek sunshine with love, blue heart. She was smiling, cocktail in hand, the Aegean Sea sparkling behind her. I zoomed in. Just out of habit. And that's when my stomach dropped. At the water's edge stood two people. Slightly out of focus, but unmistakable. My husband, Daniel, who was supposed to be in Johannesburg on a business trip. And next to him, laughing, hair blowing in the breeze, was my younger sister, Ella. Daniel's hand rested on her waist. So naturally. So familiarly. I was not moved. My world didn't shatter. No screaming. No trembling. Just silence. And everything became clear. Every little sign I had ignored fell perfectly into place. His sudden client dinners. Her new secret admirer. His irritation when I asked for his phone. Her evasive eyes at our last family dinner. And that night when I cried after another failed IVF attempt. He said, "You need rest, Priscilla." And she whispered, "Maybe it's just not meant to be for you too." I took a screenshot. Cropped it. And sent it to Ella. No caption. No emoji. Nothing. I also commented on the Facebook post, "Enjoy my regards to Daniel and Ella." Then I called Daniel. "Hey babe. Can't talk right now, I'm in a meeting," he said. I answered. "In Greece." He paused for a moment and said, "What?" Then I replied, "Just wondering how the weather in Johannesburg is. Not too hot, I hope? Call me back when you are out of the meeting." Then I ended the call. I opened our banking app and there it was. Seabreeze Lounge, Santorini, 118,000 Nigerian nairas. 15 minutes ago. I opened my personal account and transferred every kobo in the joint account into it, then blocked the joint card. Let them enjoy their vacation. On their own dime this time, I said to myself. Few minutes later I got a text from Ella, my sister. "Are you crazy? Delete that comment. It's Photoshop. Clara's calling me crying. What did you do?" Another text from Daniel, my husband. "Why isn't my card working? What game is this?" Pick up the phone, but I didn't. Instead, I opened his closet, took out his suitcase, and started folding his clothes calmly and methodically. Because peace can sound a lot like preparation. A few minutes later, my phone began to ring again. This time it was my mother, so I picked and said, "Hi, Mom." And she replied, "Priscilla, Ella's crying. She says you're accusing her of something awful." "Oh, is that so?" I said, "but she's in Greece with my husband, Mom. That's all I'm accusing her of." My mother replied, "You're the older sister. Be wiser. Don't throw away your marriage." "Oh," I exclaimed, "what does wiser mean? Pretending that my sister isn't sleeping with my husband?" Then I ended the call. 5 days later, I heard a heavy bang on my door and my husband's voice. He tried with his key, but I had changed the locks. "You changed the locks," he snapped. "Priscilla, open up. Stop being dramatic." I opened the door slightly, chain still on. Dressed beautifully in a long silk armless dress with my red lipstick on, calm and radiant. "What are you doing here?" I asked. "I live here," he said. "No, Daniel. You used to," I replied. I looked past him at Ella, who stands there, arms folded. Then Ella snapped. "Oh, stop acting like a saint. Daniel fell in love with me. Face it, you couldn't give him what he needed, not passion, not a child." I stared at her for a long second, then smiled faintly. "A child? Do you really want to talk about that? Remind me," I said, "did you tell Daniel about your failed IVF procedures with your ex-husband that I paid for? Or the loan I paid off for you when that man ran off and left you alone?" Ella freezes. Daniel's face drains of color. "What loan? What man?" Daniel said. I said quietly, "Guess you two never really shared everything after all. As for you, Daniel," I said, "I saw the loans you took out in my name without my knowledge. I have sold our car to pay it up." "Our car?" he shouted. "You had no right." I have very right, I responded, to protect my future that you wanted to jeopardize. So I pointed to the suitcase by the door, your things. A courier will deliver them to your mother tomorrow. The divorce papers are already with my lawyer. Now please, get off my doorstep, I said while closing the door on their faces. Their shouting echoed for a few minutes. Then faded into nothing. Just like them. 1 year later. I was in Florence. Sketching in a cafe. Selling my paintings online. I had finally started to breathe again. My phone buzzed. A message pops up from my cousin Mary. Hey, Priscilla, guess what? Daniel's mom now tells everyone what a wonderful daughter-in-law she lost. Daniel moved back with her. She kicked him out and he vanished. And Ella, working night shifts at a 24-hour grocery store. I read with no emotion. I set my phone down and take a sip of espresso. I didn't feel revenge. Not even satisfaction. Just peace. They wrote their story. I simply stopped reading it. I remembered how Daniel once called my drawings childish. And Ella said artists were just dreamers. I smiled slightly, looked toward the sun. Victory isn't when they lose. It's when you stop caring whether they do. And under the warm Italian sun, I realized I had already won.